Hello, once again I welcome you class 11 students on the series of video lecture on the fundamental rights. In today's videos I will talk about right against exploitation and right to freedom of religion. Right against exploitation is in our constitution. It provide the it is written under article 23 to 24. As we know that right against exploitation, it prohibits the citizens from the exploitation. So the right against exploitation enshrined in the Indian constitution guarantees dignity of an individual. It also prohibits the exploitation or misuse of services by the force inducement in the following ways. It prohibits human trafficking, that is, criminalizes buying and selling of the human like commodities. It also prohibits use of women or girls for immoral purpose. It prohibits slavery, begar, bonded labor, and other forms of begar is other forms of begar is a is other form of begar. Begar is a term used for practice um, used for practice wherein the work has rendered free service to his master or at a nominal rate. The state has the given the authority to introduce compulsory service for such person in order to stop the practices. The government cannot discriminate on the basis of religion, on race, color, etc. It also prohibits the employment of the children below age of 15 years in factory, mines, and other hazardous condition. So, right to provide against exploitation gives people a situation where a person can be treated as equal and he or she can be save themselves to being exploited, and it is very much necessary because it's provide people with a dignity to be a human. Then we will talk about right to freedom of religion. Religion is a matter or belief or faith. The Constitution of India recognizes the fact how important religion in a life of people of India and hence provide for the right to freedom of religion under Article 25 to Article 28. The Constitution of India emphasizes a secular model and provides that every person has right and freedom to choose and practice his or her religion. In a number of cases, the apex court has held that secularism is a basic structure of the constitution, the most important being people in the India mainly practice Islam, Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Christianity. In India, there are religions specific law. So, first question is, what is secularism? Secularism means developing understanding and respect for the different religion. It is believed that the word secularism has its origin in the late medieval Europe, and in 1948 during the Constituent Assembly debate, a demand was made by K.T. Shah to include the word secular in the preamble of the Constitution. The members of the assembly thou agreed to the secular nature of the constitution, but it was not incorporated in the our constitution, and in 1976 the Indira Gandhi government enacted it by the 42nd amendment. Now we will see the constitutional provision relating to right of religion. Article 25 say that freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religious affairs. Article 25 of the Constitution guarantee freedom of religion to all persons of India. It provides that all person in India subject to public order, morality, health and order of provisions are equally entitled to freedom of conscience, have the right to freely profess, practice and propagate religion. It further provides that this article shall not affect any existing law and shall not prevent the state from making any law relating to regulation and restrictions of any economic and financial, political or any other secular activities associated with religious practice. Then we will talk about Article 26 of the Constitution. Article 26, freedom to manage religious affairs. A person is free to manage his or her religious affairs. Then what is this religious affair for what we are talking about? When we are talking about the religious affairs, it means that every individual are made free, that they can profess their religion, they can propagate their religions, and they can enjoy their religious freedom. Article by establishing and maintaining institution for religion and charitable purpose, managing its affair with regard to religion, administering the property in accordance of law. By this way, they can maintain the religious affair under the Article 26 of the Indian Constitution. Then we will talk that Article 27, freedom from taxes and promotion of any particular religion. Article 27 of the Constitution prevent a person from being compelled to pay any taxes which are meant for the payment of the cost incurred for the promotion of and maintenance of the religion. And Article 28 provides of the religious instruction in the state aided institution. It providing religious instructions in any educational institution that are maintained wholly by the state fund. The above shall not apply to those educational institutions administered by the state but established under the endowment or trust requiring religious instruction to be imparted in the such institution. Any person attending a state recognized or a state funded educational institution is not required to take part in religious instruction or attend any workshop conducted in such an institution or premises of such educational institution. It means that जो प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशन में लोग अपने हिसाब से अपने धर्म को प्रोपोगेट कर सकते हैं, बट इन स्टेट फंड रिलीजन में इस तरह की रिलीजियस आज़ादी नहीं है. सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे ऑफ राइट अगेंस्ट एक्सप्लॉइटेशन एंड राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन. एंड इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो वी विल टॉक अबाउट द नेक्स्ट, that is cultural and educational right and the right to constitutional remedies. That all.